So in an earlier video, we talked about technical, tactical, physical, psychological. How we're talking about 25% of our training is not being covered in training courses. That's a generalization, so a lot of training courses are not covering this psychological aspect of a training. So just to quickly recap, technical is the technical aspects of the skills that you're going to learn. Tactical is how to use those skills in certain situations. Physical is the physical conditioning and the physical strengths and aptitudes that are required to do the task. And then the psychological is the thinking processes and the belief systems behind the strategies and how to do things. Most training courses are dealing with the bottom three. Okay, that's great, we're learning how to do things. However, a lot of training courses, particularly, and this gets really important when we're dealing with high-end stuff, the high-end performance coaching, how to get people more capable and resilient and determined, is not being covered in the psychological aspect of the training. If you really think about it, carefully, the psychological aspect of your performance is going to govern everything else. The psychological aspect is going to dictate how you feel about the performance you're going to give or have just given. Psychological coaching is absolutely imperative for outdoor and performance sports. Let me cover why in the next few minutes. This is the T.F.A.R model, T.F.A.R, T.F.A.R, and it's cyclical, so it continues. Okay, so we're going to start at the top. T.F.A.R, T.F.A.R, thoughts, feelings, actions, results, and it's cyclical. We're all experiencing and creating thoughts all the time. Those thoughts can be conscious and unconscious. Those thoughts will dictate how we feel. So they'll also dictate our beliefs. So thoughts will create feelings. Those feelings can be based on the thoughts, positive or negative. Thoughts create feelings, positive or negative feelings. Feelings will then help or hinder your actions in that particular environment you're about to perform in. And those actions, of course, will dictate a lot of the results you're about to get. So actions will move into results. And results will then, of course, reinforce thoughts. So a very negative way of doing this would be to, I'm crap, I'm not going to do this very well. This will give me internal feelings of, oh God, why am I bothering? It's not worth it. I'm going to fail anyway. Look at me performing really badly in this action. See, I knew I was going to be bad. Therefore, I have got bad results. Reinforcing the negative thoughts. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Okay? Negative thoughts, negative feelings, negative actions, negative results. Conversely, if you have a higher level of thinking and a higher level of internal belief system, which will have a huge effect on your internal feelings, your feelings will make you perform your actions in a more positive, more resourceful way. And of course, if you get more resourceful actions, you will probably get more resourceful results, thus feeding back into the thoughts. So it's cyclical. If you think naff stuff, you'll get naff stuff. If you think positive stuff, you will increase the chances of getting positive stuff. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get 100% success or 100% failure. What does happen is the way you see the events will dictate on whether you are going to improve on those events further on down the line. So if we can help change our thoughts, we can help change our feelings, we can help change our actions, and thus our results, or even the perception of the results. That's really important as well. How you perceive a result is not a binary thing, negative or positive. It can be seen as a developmental thing, the possibility of improving. So what we need to think about really is getting into this area here. When we're starting to do performance coaching, we need to spend quite a lot of time creating not just airy-fairy thinking patterns of thinking positive stuff, but we need to think psychologically on how to create different thoughts and create different feelings. If we think and feel and believe differently, our actions and our results will have some kind of effect. So spend a lot of time thinking about how you think about stuff, thinking about how you feel about stuff, and notice how you think and feel when you're performing well, and notice how you think and feel when you're not performing as well as you would like, and see if you can make a pattern up and work out how you do it. This is an important part of more advanced types of coaching. It's also pretty important to get the novice off the bench and into the game, because usually the reason they're not getting off the bench is because they're thinking stuff and feeling stuff. So quite simply, this is really important. It's the top 25% of any kind of coaching you're going to get.